You are tuned in to 863 Seminole TV. The goddamn truth.
But let's talk about Jarvis.
You don't have to go, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to generate too much of a black cloud.
Let's get it over. No, let's get it over.
I'm just wondering.
Let's get the Jarvis Brownlee conversation over with. Because I actually haven't heard. Terrence has kind of avoided talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of curious on his perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I started.
Timmy say I don't think Brownlee is sitting out over NIL because he would have gotten kicked off the team by now.
I feel like he should. So,
I mean, Timmy, I don't know. One of the reasons why I'm gonna let you go, Terrence. Give me a minute. One of the reasons why I kind of avoided talking about it because I do think there's more to it than just the NIL thing, and I don't know. But everything he's tweeted and Instagram has been about NIL.
Mm-hmm.
And people that's actually paid to cover this team professionally say it's NIL. So take it for what it's worth. Go ahead, Terrence. Do your thing.
I mean, yeah, you feel like it has to be more, man. Like it's, but that's all the information we getting is it's about the NIL and he's not getting paid, which I really don't understand it. I mean, you perform, people see you perform, you put the product out there and people have to buy into you. That's how it works. So, I mean, sure, there's things out there for teams to set up for you or position you appropriately, which is, however you want to say it. Maybe it's backdoor that they're doing that, but this is on them too. This is their opportunity to go out and make money the best way and monetize themselves as a product. So that's on him.
So from what I understand, just kind of clarify the situation. From what I understand anyway, he had an NIL deal or has one. He didn't honor the obligations or whatever, which I'm assuming
it was with the kids club.
As a college kid, he probably, probably maintained a certain GPA, whatever he had to do to reach those milestones within the contract, which I'm guessing these all contracts, right? So whatever he had to reach in that contract, he reportedly didn't reach, is why he's not getting.
I heard he didn't make his appearances.
And that was another thing I was about to say. Probably some public, like,
I mean,
seriously, like, this is kind of why I avoided talking about it, because I don't like talking about.
We don't have all the information.
I just don't want to. Let me put it like this: he's still on the team, which is why I'm being more reserved. Like, if he was going to the NFL, I'd be all in on him.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the real world, Jarvis Brownlee. When you don't fulfill your obligations, you don't get paid. Like, I don't know what he thinks this is. Like, this is a small sample size. If you really think you're going to be in the NFL, this right here is a small sample size of what you're going to be obligated to do in the National Football League.
Well, hold on.
Welcome to the real world.
This is what we have first, like, internally talked about NIL. The thinking is that everybody's like, oh, all these college kids are just going to get checks. But you can't give a check to a kid that's not worth the check, right? So Caleb, the boy at USC, Caleb Williams, Dr. Dre said, hey, nah, go ahead, slide over here. Here go this, this $2 million. What's the rumor on the deal, right? And you're going to be sponsored by Beats. But you know what? You're about to be the biggest quarterback, or the best quarterback at the biggest school on the West Coast for college football. You're a marketable kid, with all due respect to Brownlee.
No, you start kid out of high school. The truth is the truth.
I'm just saying, like,
you ain't gotta hide that. Like,
he's best known for the worst play, arguably in the school's history. Probably not arguably, but that's what he's best known for.
It is.
It's what he's best known for. And even if you take that particular play out of the equation, he's an average football player at best. Like let's just be. I ain't trying to be like that, but he's a solid tackler, but he's very suspect in coverage.
Right.
Where's the marketability? Where's the marketability? I understand you want money, and every kid at these big institutions should be compensated to a certain degree. But you have to If you want the money you think you deserve, you have to play better at least.
That's right.
I mean, come on.
And y'all know I've always been like the guy, like, you know, pay these kids, get these kids some money. Like, you know, I've always been that. But this is just, I mean, it's just too many red flags all over it. Like, what are you doing for it, man? They're not giving away money. This isn't let me just give away money.
And missing practices don't help your case. Like, who's advising you?
Dude, you're about to slide down the depth chart. That's what's going to happen.
First of all, before this situation happened, y'all can go check the tape. I said Thomas was taking his spot by mid-season anyway. He might have just sped up the Azariah Thomas.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
I said he was taking that spot by mid-season anyway, similar to what Amarion Cooper did last year for us. Yeah. And Amarion Cooper wasn't even an early enrollee. And Cooper wasn't even an early enrollee, and you see what he did. And everything that's coming out of spring is Thomas is the real deal, like I thought. Well, he might have just sped that process on. Brownlee might not be the starter by the end of the spring, if we're being honest. You can't miss the first week of spring and then think you have a position lined up.
And these kids coming in and they're ready. Like,
they're ready to play.
Azariah, he's ready. Like he's going out, he's practicing well. I mean, how are you gonna get paid now?
You're not that good. Like this is the way correct me if I'm misreading this, right? But let's say the talent, you know, whatever you mark the talent level, let's call the talent level here for FSU DBs. It's not like Brownlee's up here, right? No, he's probably right around there.
He's in the pack.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like he's just and to your point, one good week of practice could throw Brownlee from here down to here. Right. So it's just a matter of who steps up at that point. So, like, I don't know if you just because you started, because he started a lot for y'all. He
was a starter last year. He was a starter last year.
That doesn't make you a star, my boy.
That doesn't mean you come in the next season being a starter.
And it also doesn't mean that you're not replaceable, my boy. Like that's really what it is. Just because you started for a year doesn't mean it can't get took. You know, it's just, but the big thing, man, I'm just looking at it from afar. I'm like, because, you know, there's trolls online, you know, like all the jokes or whatever. And I'm like, what the hell is this kid doing, boy? You better get up there, you know what I'm saying? Trying to bounce back and get you some tape. You're worried about NIL. What you gonna do?
You worried about the wrong money.
I don't know if that's true, though. But even if it is, why are you counting someone else's pockets at the end of the day? Be a grown man and worry about what you got going on.
Yeah.
It's like, seriously. Like I said, whoever's advising Brownlee is doing a piss poor job of it. Like, I'm trying to be really as nice as I can.
It's bad.
That's your job. He's
making a. And the funny thing to me is, it doesn't make FSU look bad, in my opinion. This is all about him.
No,
because last time I checked, Jamie Robinson, he got an NIL deal. Fabian Lovett got an NIL deal. Jordan Travis, like the players that have actually been balling on the team, have their NIL deals. And the ones that don't, I'm assuming, I don't hear them complaining about it. They're working to get them, right?
I'm pretty sure Sam McCall's is going to drop.
I think Sam probably already got one. Sam probably already got one. But the point is, Sam was
a 5-star.
Yeah, he was
top recruit.
One of the top, if not maybe the top, one of the top 5 DBs in the state of Florida last year.
Top safety. Wasn't he top safety at one point?
They had listed as an athlete, I think.
He was
listed as an athlete, yeah.
He was listed as an athlete.
Yeah. Regardless, I mean, Sam's gonna have that hype. I mean, you know that.
You say Travis J doing better than Brownlee.
Travis J, he at least had practice.
He had practice.
I mean, like that's what I'm saying.
And I get where you're coming from. Hey, look, you don't want to pile on a kid, but what are you doing, man? Like this is stupid.
Yeah, I don't think
get away from Brownlee for 1 second. We can come back.
Yeah.
Because yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Brownlee tweeted something positive about Florida State. Something like, I believe in the client. Something he tweeted the emojis and like if he's back on board. Okay. A lot of people want Mike to cut bait. Should he? Anybody want to take that? Anybody want to take that?
Look, as an outsider looking in, might as well. What you got to lose, right? Why am I begging Jarvis Brownlee to come back and have a good attitude and play for me, right? Again, you're not Jarvis Brownlee's not gonna hop on the field and help you win an extra 2 games this year, is he? You know what I'm saying? Like, just be real with yourself. You're in a transitional period still, right? To your point, Azariah Thomas is there now. Sam McCall's there now, right? Brownlee, you're not. I'm pretty sure he's not heads and shoulders above them guys in terms of how good he is on the field. Having not seen them play yet, just assuming what the projection would be, right? So why am I begging Jarvis Brownlee to come back and play football for me?
I don't think he's begging. I don't think he's begging, but should he allow him to act the way he's acting? I guess is kind of the question.
I know, but allowing him to act the way he acts, to me, that just continued to separate yourself from us, please.
Yeah,
like you're doing me a favor. That's just my opinion. He's doing you a favor.
I think the time to cut bait passed. It should have happened immediately. Like, just if you was just going, if when he started doing this and like speaking out like that, okay, goodbye. You don't have to be on this team anymore.
And see, a part of me is with you. Like I'm kind of 50-50
it should have happened
on it.
Then.
The reason I'm 50-50 on it is because he is from South. I struggle with saying throw a kid, just hey, get out of my pro when he hasn't done anything illegal, right? He hasn't done anything, he's acting like a diva, if we want to word it that way, but he hasn't done anything immoral or illegal, you know what I'm saying? So I struggle with saying boot him out. You know what I'm saying? Especially, let's keep it real. Young black kid from Miami. I struggle to just throw him out there.
I get it. But I just don't think he'll be without a team. He'll find a team.
Oh, he'll go to FAU with his boy Willie down there. But my point is, his actions make it extremely hard to defend him because he is one of the few Willie Taggart kids that remain on this team. There's like maybe 10 or so of them. Maybe a little more, but he's one of the few Willie Taggart kids that actually receive a lot of playing time. So the way he acting is kind of, that's how Warren Thompson act before he transferred out. Always on social media complaining about something. Brownlee's kind of doing the same things. I don't endorse what he's doing at all.
But
I do struggle with saying kick him off the team. It's like.
Yeah, and that's why I also said it should have happened then. If he was going to do it, it should have been a snap reaction. And now it's like, you know what? Figure out what's going on. If he wants to come back, okay. But now he's got more work to do.
Obviously, if he comes back, you're on the bottom of the depth chart. Like, if it was me, you'd be behind the walk-ons. Like, you are starting off on scout.
Maybe not the walk-ons.
Man, no, no, seriously.
No, you'd be a scout team guy.
Yeah, you on the scout team.
This is but he still has some talent, man.
I'm not saying he doesn't have talent. I'm not even saying that he isn't.
It's until you prove to me that you deserve to get back in that rotation.
I'm not even saying he doesn't. He gives you quality depth. And
don't be out, especially if you're taking all that time away. Like, you better be working out every day. Something you got to show me that you're still about that. Right?
You're too busy on
Instagram.
Too busy on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah.
Well, maybe he is working. People can be on Instagram and Twitter.
Well, we'll see. But unless y'all got anything else on Brownlee, I don't really want to give it too much.
I just wanted to know where y'all, because I think
it's a joke.
Every day I've been seeing something, boy.
It's just ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. It's like we can't. This is speaking.
That's why we haven't really mentioned it even in the chat, like
because it's stupid. That's why, because it's dumb. It's dumb.
I think Keyshawn brought it up, and I was like, okay, like whatever. Like, cool. Why? Like, all right, man. Hope you figure that out. Get paid, young man. Get paid.
Well, you're not gonna get paid that way. It seems like with Florida State, it's always some shit out of left field. We just can't have a regular off season. It's got to be something ridiculous. Something ridiculous has to pop up. When I first heard this man was like the first ever college holdout over an NIL deal, I was like, this can't be serious. I was like,
this ain't real, man.
My school had to be the school to have the first.
It had to be.
It had to be, right? It had to be. So, so yeah, I don't have nothing else for it.
Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you want to continue to hear the realest Seminole football talk, community, hit that subscribe button. It's your boy POLK on 863 Seminole TV. Stay classy, Seminoles. We out here.